Hello everybody and welcome to episode 13 of Glazebrook Farm with me, Brian Brew Royalty. Well, as you can see the money's gone up again, and because we've been doing fertilizer contracts which have appeared. All the baling contracts stayed there for a while and no way I was doing any of them because there's just too much in it. But then we got a good few fertilizer contracts, which is great because they've been really paying out. Even though I've been buying the really expensive fertilizer from the shop, it has paid off big time. Also, I did the small field beside across from the takeaway, Sam's takeaway, with hay, and that paid out great. I was getting nearly 5,000 a load. It was fantastic. And then I went down to the main sheep farm and I did one load down there and I got like 4,500. I was like, lovely, that's 4,500, that's great. The next load I took up, I got 1,500. So I had to check the price. The price had absolutely fell through the floor. So what I've been doing since was I put two loads into our silo beside the sheep shed, the sheep pasture, and I have gone on to do contracts. I did one soybean contract way over on the map, way over there near field 92, actually over here, and that was the last harvesting contract that came up. There is no more harvesting contracts, but then all these fertilizing contracts started coming up, so I was like, yes please, let's do them. And they've been paying out really well. I've been buying the bulk solid fertilizer pallets at the shop and refilling down there, but it hasn't taken too much. But as you can see, we're halfway full. These contracts are really good. Like, this one's paying out 5,200, and I know you don't get anything extra out of that. All you get is your 5,200. And not like the harvesting contracts where you get the payout plus the surplus, but it's still good. I fertilized the two grass fields we had. I didn't fertilize the oat field we had because it wasn't up to any growing state the last time I checked. But when it does reach its first growing state, I will fertilize it because we'll be looking for a maximum yield off it. But our money is really going up now, 136, and I also changed it from euros to pounds because, well, we are in the UK here working, so it's the Queen's pound and not the euro. Let's see now, we can get this one done with not too much hassle. We'll pick up a few more fertilizing contracts hopefully. The baling ones are starting to disappear, and that's fine by me. There's a couple of cultivating ones as well, but we don't have a cultivator, but I might get one if it becomes lucrative enough. We do have to, oh, there we are, finished, and no way will I be finishing that up. This is too dear. See if we have another fertilizing contract anywhere. 1, 2. Okay, with 2. They must be very small. Field 13 and field 71. Field 13 is down here. And field 71, that's down there. So that'll be down there, the takeaway. And field 71, oh, field 71 is up here near our, field 71 is up there near our oat field. So let's go up here. We'll be passing the shop, I think. Also, you can see that blue flashing on the mini map there. That is the spinnery, and the spinnery is paying out double for wool. And we do have one wool pallet there that we do need to get down, so I think we'll go over to by the shop. Maybe fertilize this field first, then head down by the shop. One or the other. Oh, thought that was gonna miss it. Close gates. Let me see now if we can go down by the shop. This way. Yeah, we can. Just because I have fertilizer there. And I can pick up the last bit of it maybe. If needs be. This is our sell point for the hay. Where the price has absolutely just gone through the floor. You see now. As you can see, grass silage is 553 and dropping. Grass is 155. Hay is 99 and straw is 121. So actually get more for grass than you will for hay, which is just mad because of all the hassle I have making the hay. But look, that's the way it goes. Let's pop in here into Michael K's garage. Hope you're feeling better, Michael. We'll fill up here. So refill this. Shouldn't cost that much. 98 pounds. That's okay. Can live with that. Now let me see. Well, we've skipped off to one side of the shop with our 48% fertilizer. We should be fine. Should be fine. It's just I was thinking, so maybe our first state of oats might be in. And if it is, I can stick a quick lick of fertilizer on that. We'll get that one going as well. The roads are quiet. No traffic to be heard of. And I'll swing across here. Probably meet something coming up over the bridge now. Live on the mini map. See if I can't cut down here and cut around to the right. I know we can go right here, but I'd rather go left and just see this road here. I'm not sure about. Ah, yes. That's why I wasn't sure about it. Because it's lower road than the rest of it. I was like, how do you get across there? Okay, that's fine. Let's turn around here. Let's go the original way. I knew there was something. I was like, how come I never went that way before? Well, that's the why. So the International Tractor is performing very well for me. It just keeps getting filthy dirty. It just needs a wash. This way. Down by the lumberyard. No visits to the lumberyard lately, but maybe again if we manage to get ourselves some forestry here. It did pay out well. It was a lot of fun doing it too. There's the pig farm. And we're looking for field 71. How do we get to field 71? Oh, there's my field. May as well do this one first. This is our field of oats. So let's just fertilize it. You can see the fertilized state going on there. This will really help the productivity. And we're going to be getting straw off this as well. So if the price of straw stays the way it is, that'll suit me fine. I'll be able to sell some of the straw. That's that crop field there next door. We'll be doing that. You must have to actually drive down into the pig farm to access that field maybe, which is good because we can pop down and take a look at the pig farm, see about what kind of a layout it has for any maybe future purchase. And we'll have this done in no time at all. We'll be fertilizing every square inch of this one hopefully. Don't want to miss too much because this is mine. It's okay doing the contracts, doesn't affect it really, but let's just pull on this one here. And that's it. A little bit here, may as well. Back out on the road, back down into this pig farm here. Do field 71. Must be in here. Is that a fence there? That's a fence. This is hilarious. There we are. There we are. The Shiggy Pig Farm. Yeah, it's got a fine space there. There's a big old house here as well. Wonder, does that come with the farm when you buy it? Maybe it does. Let me see here now. This is field 71 here. Ah. So this is the entrance to... Right. Let's put on the cruise control. Let's start laying down some fertilizer. Oh. I thought it was field 71. Huh? Oh, I didn't click on it. There we are. Accept the contract. I was wondering what was going on there. Of course, I hadn't made my mind up which one I was going for. That's okay. We have it there now. Not a huge payout on this, but we do get to see the pig farm. These two fields do come with the pig farm. And of course, that field next door there is already mine. Would have to start either sowing soybeans and canola and harvesting them for the better price, or we would have to start sowing corn, barley, to try and make our own pig food. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if buying in the corn header and having to harvest it just take a lot of money. Might become prohibitive in pricing, but that's okay. We can have a think on that. Our money's gone up to 141,000 now. And I never thought we'd get that much. We were struggling to get 10,000 on one stage. So we're just going to stick with it. Keep doing the contracts. Keep selling the hay. We're selling grass if the grass price keeps up. I guess that everyone is just going to be feeding grass. And that's why the price has gone through the roof. Set this down here. It's easy to see when it's on the first growth stage. Sometimes when it's on the last growth stage, you can't really tell where you're fertilizing. Then you can use your mini map. It tells you, oh, and we're finished. Well, that's good. You know, at the back there, that's the slurry point. That's in an awkward spot there. It's going to take a lot of reversing up to. And that's okay. Well, that was two birds with the one stone. Fertilized my oats. Fertilized that field. So we're going to get paid for that. Let's head back down by the shop now. 2,900 for doing that. Well, we might be able to make it to the shop this way. But we can head down by the farm. I do have to collect, I have some hay windrown and in the second field there at the sheep farm. I didn't bother picking it up because the price was so bad. All these fertilizing contracts popped up. So I said, yes please. Pull the trigger on them. Coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Let's go. We still have 39% full fertilizer here. So just stop here for a second. Is there any other one there that I could possibly do on the way down? 27 or 13? Okay, let me see the map. 27 or 13. 27 could be up here somewhere. There's 27. We could do, maybe do 27. We had enough. It's just around the corner here. Closing in on £150,000. Nice money if you can get it. Keep over my own side. Yep, it's just a small field. I think we've enough fertilizer to do this field. I think I'll hop out. Field 27. Let's go back over here. There we are. Accept the contract. Having your own machinery is just brilliant. To be able to get enough money. It just takes so much money from you when you have to hire the equipment to do it. Just getting all the money here. That's great. Of course, fertilizing contracts are definitely the easiest. No frills, no messing. We'll have this done in less than a minute. Swing in here and get the bits that they didn't sow. I've noticed that on a few fields here, they don't quite sow right out to the edge. If it was my field, I certainly would. I guess they're just not too particular, or else they just have a sower that doesn't get into the corners. Maybe it was contracted out. think worker A or whoever had it might have been having a few too many drinks for breakfast. They're missing corners like that. And there we are. Contract finished. Another contract in the bag. Oh, better not pull out in front of that SUV. Can head in here, park up, detach this, grab the loading wagon, maybe just start gathering up that hay in case the price goes up. Attach that. I'll use this because we're not going too far, just to the farm. Dig into that. Let's collect this. Almost 2,000 for doing that little, less than a minute's work. That's great. Lower this, grab this. As you can see, I have a fertilized state put on this. We'll be hopefully doubling our yield from this the next time. And it'd be even sweeter if it was, the grass was still higher than the hay, because they'd have less to do. Only just go and pick the hay or pick the grass, go and sell it. This hay, it's hard to believe, is worth half as much as grass at the moment. You can see the edge of the map edge there, where the car's continuing on. I think that would be one thing that would be great for console players, if we could get slightly bigger maps. Not that we need the bigger size of map, but I think the scope that it would give map makers. Turn on that there. It's kind of dark here, even though it's 3 o'clock in the day. It's a little bit cloudy, I guess. I think, as I was saying, the scope it would give map makers to put little extra bits and bobs on. Maybe have little extra villages. Maybe just have huge big fields. I'm sure John Linden would know about that, coming from Canada. Huge big fields out there. And if you are looking for more FS19 content, subscribe to John Linden. Try and get the Canadian perspective. And of course, if you're looking for live streams, Bruce is gaming. He's got lots of followers. He's from America, so you'll get all the opinions there from the North American continent, even though they both drive on the wrong side of the road. Enough said. We're gathering this now. I guess it won't be much more. One more load. Hopefully we've enough space in the silo to take this hay, because I would hate to have to sell it. It's just worthless at the moment. What I need to do is, I do need to grab that wool before that price changes. If that price changes on that wool, I will be very sour indeed. In fact, I'm so worried about it, I think we might just go and do it now, because this hay isn't going anywhere. I'll leave that there. This hay won't be going anywhere. It's not worth anything. And we see down here, owned by me, fruit type grass, growing stage harvested and fertilized 100%. There's our trailer. What kind of wool do we have? We have one full one and a bit. Yep, I don't mind. I don't mind making that trip. Let's hook up to this. We'll have the vent. Let's hook up to that. Do we even need the trailer? Probably not. I can just get this pallet on its own. Why not? Yeah, don't need the trailer. Just go with this pallet on its own. I don't know. We might be a little bit top heavy at that. So what we could do is just stick that weight on the back. Just as a little bit of a counterbalance. Oh, of course that would happen. Disaster. No, it's fine. Now with that weight sitting there, we can motor around with our wool pallet. Let's go see what this gets. Because the price of wool is good. Swing around here to the spinnery. Click around there. Oh, the sunflowers are really after coming up since we drove past. I know we need to go here on the left hand side. We won't be fooled by that map again. I'll keep it down a bit because it'll lower the center of gravity. Of course we are doing 53 kilometers an hour. Might be a little bit fast, but we'll be okay. Just drop off this pallet just to see how much it's worth. And I can swing down by the shop then, if possible, and get the solid solid fertilizer pallet. And I can bring that back to the farm in case there's any more fertilizing jobs come up. It saves me bringing down the international with the fertilizer on the back. That's a different view from the front of the tractor. Looking good. What are we doing for juice on this? Yep. Almost down to halfway. Of course, we did all the straw run, or straw says I. We did all the hay run with it, so we've been putting on the mileage on it. So I'm not surprised. No, it's this one here. We just have to drive up. Guess we don't even have to go too far in. So we get 2,000. Okay, I feel like the prices have gone way down, but that's okay. No. Let me see how we get to the shop from here. No, I know how we get to the shop from here. Go back this way. Go back this way. All the way around. Oh, I should refuel while I'm here. Down here in the Circle K garage. Because we don't want to be coming all the way back up here again. I guess it's going to cost me £200. It's going to be a bit more than the international, I think, anyway, which was 98. 122, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Well, let's get moving. Always expenses that have to come out of the money. You see your money going up, but then you have expenses after expenses. Just the cost of running. We only have a very small farm, 3 fields, and a small little harvester, a couple of small tractors, a few sheep. It is only a small setup, really. It's not huge. So maybe that's why our money is creeping up, because we don't have the. Oh no, we're not going to crash. Oh yes. Our money is creeping up all the time. We should actually just check and see what price. What price is the Shiggy Pig Farm? 218. Well, by my calculations, that's another 60,000. So that's doable, I guess. If we can get a few more contracts in, a few more harvesting contracts done, maybe a few more fertilizing contracts, I think that 60,000 on top of this, if we don't have too many outlays, could be possible. A lot of harvested fields around, a lot of brown fields. I didn't do those ones. Oh, I did that one on the left, I think. I'm not sour that someone else was taking all my contracts. Well, I am a little. If I see him driving around their harvester, I'll let the air out of their tires. Wait, he just got on here. Okay, so that's all we had left. Let's see there, the big one. The other one was the solid fertilizer pallet, which is here. And there it is there, solid fertilizer pallet. And you know, you can get double for 4,200 for 4,100, or you can get single 2,100 for 2,200, which is a little bit more expensive, but I think I'm just going to get one because I might not be able to lift it. Well, the big bag handler will be able to lift it, but I think it's going to be a little bit too heavy for our tiny little weight that we have. So what I can do is just prop this one on top of that. I know it's only one bag, but it will go into fertilizer. See now? You see? Nice and neat. Yes. Yeah. At least we have that now. With the weight on the back, it's not distorting it too much. We'll bring this down to the sheep farm. We'll put a little bit more fertilizer in our fertilizer spreader, and then I'll continue on gathering up the hay. And we will check in on the sheep as well, just to make sure that they're. Oh, she's a little bit heavy there in the front. Let's lower her down. I think it's a 700 weight I have on the back. It's doing its little best. I knew 2 pallets would be too heavy. We check on the sheep, make sure everything's okay with them. Food and water, even though they have loads, but I just like to keep the productivity as high as I can by keeping them clean. Just close off that there. We know where we're going now. I'm sure even you know where I'm going by now. Turn right down here, down into the village. The field is sown there as well. As you can see, I fertilized this field. I left the gate open as well, actually. We just hop out and close that because if any animals get in there, they'll destroy the field. I missed a few little patches, but that's okay. I'll bring down that trailer now as well. Oh yeah, I have to wait on the back. We'll go to fertilizer first. Everyone in the village will be laughing at me. Oh! Land Rover. Wonder who's in the takeaway. Must pop back up to Sam's. Grab something to eat. It is lunchtime. Pressing on for 3 o'clock there. So maybe just pop up there. Grab something to eat as well. Here's our fertilizer spreader. So let's just dump that down there. Boop. Nice and gentle like. Yeah. Let's go up here and get this other one. We'll hook back up to the fertilizer spreader. I don't want to put the fent on it because the fent will be gone then fertilizing the whole time. And I'll miss it around the farm. I'd rather have the international gone. Doing the fertilizing contracts. Keep the fent around. I did put the front loader attacher on this, but it took me ages to get it off with the front weight really extended on this. So I think we'll just leave the weight. If needs be, if we get in real big trouble, I can of course use it. But let's just refill from this pallet here. It's actually taking it out with a big pallet underneath. Of course it is. Get that top one now as well. Oop. Yep, okay, we're back up to 58% full. That's fine. Is there any more here? Field 13. We will accept it because we need all the money we can get. And field 13 is over here. So we'll pass back up by the shop. See if that Land Rover is still there. Quite common on the road here in Ireland, but definitely a lot more common in the UK. Well, you know what we'll do is let's just pull in here for an old fish and chip. Hopefully don't want to block them in, I suppose. I think that'll be the end of our episode. Episode 13. Unlucky for some, but never for me. So, park outside the antique shop. I'll keep cracking on the contracts. I'll keep making the money up to 146 now. Check on the sheep. I'll pop in here for a fish and chip. And I'll see you next time on Glazebrook Farms. Don't forget to press the like button. And big thanks to all my subscribers. See you again soon.